Okay, in last class you will see about split radix FFT and what are the uses and applications of FFT algorithm. Now we will see Georgian algorithm. What is the use of Georgian algorithm? First case, Georgian algorithm is used to find out specific DFT samples of the given input. Why? Because in fast Fourier transform algorithm we have 8 inputs, we get 8 outputs. There is no chance to get less number of outputs. But in some cases, we didn't require 8 outputs at the end. That means we didn't use those. Why we have to find out? That means we have to reduce the total number of complex addition complexity of the given system by taking specified values of DFT. If we are given 8, we require only one. We have to find out only one. In such case, we will go for Georgel's algorithm. Okay. In Georgel's exploits the periodicity of the phase factors and allows us to compute DFT as a linear filtering operation. So we have to multiply your DFT equation with Wn power minus Kn. Then we have to convert the equation like this. Okay. Then we should call Yk of n is a convolution between finite duration sequence input sequence of length n with failed hand impulse response. Then h of Kn equal to Wn power minus Kn into u of n. The output of a filter n equal to capital N yields that x of k equal to yk of n at n equal to n. Okay, that means by using this equation we can find required DFT at particular points. Okay, that's a filter with impulse response hk of n has the system transfer function, this one. If we design this one, we get an equation like this. Okay, by using this first order Georgel's algorithm, we can find out y of n without having FFT algorithm. Okay. Next, this is second order impulse response. By using this one, we can find out second order y of n for given x of n. That means what is the use of Georgian algorithm? Means we have to find out the particular sequence DFT. That means if x of n have 8 inputs 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. If you want to find out 0 DFT separately without having FFT algorithm, we go for Georgel's. This first order Georgel's algorithm and second order Georgel's algorithms are very important. Next, final topic of the second unit is chip jet transform. The DFT of n-point sequence is viewed as jet transform of x of n evaluated at n equal spaced points on the unit circle. Okay, compute the jet k uses jet transform of x of n at set points. Then that is the jet transform equation. We know that x of z is equal to summation n x of n z power minus n. If I take z is equal to r into e power minus j 2 pi k n by n, if you substitute there, you get an equation like this: z naught equal to r naught into e power j theta naught. Okay. If r naught is less than 1, the points fall on counter, that's spherical towards the origin. If r naught is greater than 1, the counter spirals away from the origin. If r naught is equal to 1, the counter is circle or arc. Based on circle, it is coming to the origin or coming out of the origin, or in the circle or in the r equal to 1 case. Based on that, we can find out the DFT of a given sequence. This is the first case in circle. This is the second case whenever r naught is less than 1. It's a contour going out of the origin, not coming into the origin. It's a contour going out of the origin based on r naught values. R naught is equal to 1, r naught greater than 1, r naught less than 1. In previous cases we will see. Okay, based on these contours we can find out chip jet transform. Then chip jet transform is also used to find out the DFT. By using those contours and r naught values, we can easily find out the chip jet transform. Then final topic, quantization effects in the computation of DFT. Because if you compute any DFT or any mathematical operations, we can easily perform DFT operations. DFT plays an important role in many digital signal processing applications like FIR filtering, correlation, and spectral analysis. For this reason, it is important to know about the quantization errors in its computation. Okay. This is a general DFT equation. We know that we assume signal is complex. If a signal is complex, then what happens? Okay. Each real multiplication 1 by 2 bits to b bits. In direct computation of DFT, there are n complex multiplications for each point of DFT. Therefore, the total number of real multiplication in the computation of single point DFT when the signal is complex then is 4n. Let us evaluate the variance of the quantization errors in the computation of DFT. Assume following assumptions about the statistical properties of quantization. The quantization errors due to rounding the ununiformly distributed random variable in the range minus delta by 2 is 2 power minus b. The foreign quantization errors are mutually uncorrelated. The foreign quantization errors are uncorrelated with the sequence x of n. Since each quantization error have a variance sigma square equal delta square by 12. These are the some major formulas in quantization errors. Here the main problem is, if the signal is real valued, it is very easy to find out fast Fourier transform algorithm or direct method. If the signal is complex, we get quantization errors. Okay, quantization errors in fast Fourier transform. Select radix to DIT algorithm for n equal to 8. Each butterfly involves one complex multiplication. There are n by 2 in first stage, n by 4 in second stage, n by 8 in the third stage, and so on in one final stage. Consequently, there are no number of butterflies for output point is this one. Okay, n minus 1. There are 4 into n minus 1 errors in the affect the output of each point of the f of t. Consequently, the variance of the total quantization errors at the output is sigma square equal to n delta square by 3. Okay. So, butterflies that affect the computation of x of 3, this one, distribute the total scaling of 1 by n into each stage of f of t algorithm. So, at the end of this one, simply said, for one point FFT algorithm calculations, we get 4 into n minus 1 errors, which will affect the variance of n delta square by 3. These errors must be rectified to get FFT algorithm practically. Okay, and that is the end of second unit. Thank you.